Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about the next SDLC model named prototype model. The prototyping model is the applied requirements which are not freezed before proceeding with the design or coding phase. The sample of the model is built in this process, which is known as the prototype. The prototype built gives the feeling of working of the actual system because the user interactions with the prototype can enable the client to better understand the requirements of the desired system. This model is based on currently known requirements and it is suitable for complicated and large systems. The existing prototype can be discarded at any time and new prototype can be built if the user is not satisfied. During the development of the prototype, various phases are followed, like design, coding, and testing, but each of these phases is not done very formally or thoroughly. At initial point, there is a very less or reasonable understanding of the system, and its needs are unclear or likely to change. When the prototype is developed, it is sent to end users or clients for using and providing the feedback. The feedback provided by the users or clients to the developers regarding the prototype is consisted of the following: what is correct, what needs to be modified, what is missing, what is not needed, etc. Based on the feedback from the user, the prototype is modified to incorporate some of the recommended changes that can be done easily, and then the users and the clients are again allowed to use the system. This cycle repeats until the user requirements are completely met. The picture depicts the various steps involved in building the prototype. Let us try and check what exactly are the steps in the prototype model. First is requirement gathering and analysis. The first step begins with requirement gathering and analysis. During this phase, the requirements are collected in detail by interviewing the users or through questionnaires. Next phase is quick design. After getting the requirements in detail, the next step is to create quick design for the system. It is not detailed design and covers only the important aspects of the system, which gives an idea of the system to the user. A quick design helps in developing the prototype. After quick design, the next stage is to build the prototype based on the requirements gathered from quick design phase. This prototype represents the working model of the required system. In user evaluation stage, the system is presented to the user for evaluation of the prototype. When the user evaluates the prototype, it provides the details of the strengths and weaknesses of the built one. Suggestions regarding the improvements needed are collected from the users. Next step is to refine the current prototype according to the requirements given by the users. This means new prototype is developed based on additional information provided. Then, the new one is built again using all the required phases, and this process continues until all the requirements specified by the user are fulfilled. Once the user becomes satisfied, a final system is developed on the basis of the final prototype. Last step is to market the product. Once the final system is developed, using the final prototype, its evaluation is followed by maintenance to check for any faults or failures. There are many advantages of prototype model. For example, users are actively involved in the development. Also, due to building a prototype, user gets the better understanding of the system. In this, as errors can be detected much earlier, this reduces the amount of cost and time. Quicker user feedback is available, which leads to better solutions in this model, and it helps in easy detection of confusing or difficult functions. There are a few disadvantages of prototype model. It leads to implementation and then repairing way of building systems is a hectic process. There are great chances of insufficient requirement analysis as the dependency of the prototype is too much on the users. We will discuss about the spiral model in the next video. Thank you.